Hi, this is Patrick at Roof Life of Oregon. Okay, so remember, Roof Life of Oregon does both replacements and we help you manage your roof for longevity and appearance and performance. So let's talk about maintenance first. When you're trying to take care of your roof here in the Portland area for reliability and performance, the biggest thing you should do is have that roof checked every 3 to 5 years, depending on what it is. If you're underneath the trees, you need to keep those drain areas blown out. You need to be making sure the moss does not become the boss on your roof. When moss becomes the boss on your roof, it lifts those shingles, and water traveling down the shingles comes over, directed by the moss, and gets to your fasteners. Continual bathing of water to your fasteners corrodes them out, saturates your plywood, causes premature replacement, and not just the shingles. You have to replace all the plywood too. So it becomes a super expensive event when it could be just a very simple event. So when you're managing your roof for reliability and increased performance, keep the growth from getting ahead of you, keep the debris from being built up, and then we're going to be watching all the things that come through the roof. Holes that are in the roof that have can vents, those are letting the moist hot air out of your home. Pipe vents that pull in air so you can discharge your water. Chimneys, skylights, anytime that there's an intrusion of water running down the roof, we're going to be checking all that to make sure that a leak does not happen. Remember, number one driver in roof replacements is a leak. You get some roofer out there that says, oh yeah, you got a leak, it's time to replace it. And you may have 5 to 10 years left on a roof, just a simple fix. That's what Roof Life is really good at, is giving you that extra 5, 10, or 15 years that our competition will just flunk the roof and get you into a replacement. When you're looking at reliability and longevity, proper care and maintenance, get on the roofs every now and then. Don't get on the roof every year. Get on the roof when needed. Do that maintenance that's non-invasive, high volume, low pressure cleaning, manage the debris with air, and then check those key points where water's being directed in a different direction. Because anytime that happens, when we get a storm surge here in Portland and water's being redirected, there's a super amount of pressure built up there, and that's a point where you might have a failure. When we replace your roof, those key points that we just talked about, all those openings in your home, all those redirecting of volumes of water, how it handles the debris, because you're not going to change your treed environment. We love our trees. We're in Oregon. We're not going to cut down all your trees so your roof lasts longer. We're going to put a roof on that can handle the debris and the storm surges that we tend to be getting here in the last 4 or 5 years. For example, I'll give you one example. Malarkey is a manufacturer here in town that makes a modified bitumen base shingle. What this means is they've added a flexibility to their asphalt that almost makes it bendable like rubber. So that if you know that you're getting a roof put on in a very treed environment, you're going to have a high traffic up there just keeping the things blown out, you got to have a shingle that holds on to the granules. A modified bitumen base, as it heats and cold and people walk on it, it gives and takes and hangs on to those granules that protect that asphalt mat. No other shingle has that. So we might just steer you in that direction so that you have a roof that can handle a lot of traffic. We might suggest to putting on a pre-treated shake roof, a heavy 3/4 inch pre-treated shake roof that can handle just about anything Mother Nature can throw at it. It's a long-term, beautiful roof that can handle getting up there, walking on it, keeping this stuff off of it. So longevity and endurance when you're putting a new roof on is always a consideration with Roof Life, based on your plans, based on your environment, and based on you. Some people are keyed in on, I'm a high maintenance person. I like to take care of what I have. Or I'm a low maintenance person. I just want to put that sucker on. I don't want to give it a thought. Well, that needs to be talked about when we put a roof on, because it matters what we do for your longevity and endurance.